All right, guys. The sky's not falling. 3 in a row, and it hurts, and I know it. But it ain't over yet. We still got a shot. Let Merrill Reese calm you down.
I hate to be overly optimistic at this point, but the fact of the matter is there are still 4 games left.
Tell them, Merrill.
And this team is still in first place in the NFC East, and they have the Raiders, of all people, coming in this Sunday, a 2-11 team. So if they can't win this, they don't deserve to go to the playoffs. But they have a great opportunity to bounce back and then move on from there. And then they have Washington twice in the last 3 weeks. They have a tough game in Buffalo, but again, the Commanders are just playing horrible football. So I still believe there's a good chance that this team can finish 11-6. As badly as we all feel about what happened last night, and we know that's not the norm from Jalen Hurts. He's not a guy who turns the ball over. He just had his worst night, his worst nightmare. And if you look back, the last time they turned it over like that was Michael Vick had a 4-turnover game. And Michael Vick was a great, great quarterback.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very, 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 very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything. And this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Gotta stay locked in, Goggins. Gotta ball out like Robin. Straight to the top, I'm all in. Ordinary's like a toxin. I don't wanna be like Robin. I just wanna lead, no watching. Fuck caution, I ain't gonna be common. I got the confidence, I got mine and shit like I'm the baddest bitch in the club. I'm here for dominance, I'm being honest, that's what I want. I'll never give up, I want the whole place sold out. My name in every mouth, you know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my, you know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my, you know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name.
Driven by fire, driven by fear, never get tired, no I'm still here. Felt in the cracks, now I'm shifting gears. 10 years in, my moments here. Waiting my turn, now I'm hot in demand. Slept on a kid, but I had bigger plans. Stayed low key, but I still hit drive. Give me one shot and I'm coming no louder. Names on the left, second taste it. Gunning for the top, no limitations. From the basement, no hesitation. Flipping on my L's from straight motivation. Ain't no quitter, I'm built for the grind. Pressure makes up.
All right. I know everybody is in a panic. I know everybody's stressed out. I was stressed out. I was there. I was stressed the fuck out. But guess what, guys? We are still number one in the NFC East. You got to say something positive to start the show. We're still number one in the NFC East. The sky's not fell yet, but it's looking pretty messed up right now. What up, JC?
What's up, man? Hey, every week, the past 3 weeks, you come on this show talking about the sky's not falling. We still number one in the NFC East. Jalen Hurts 19-2. And now it seems like Groundhog Day. You said the same shit last show when I was the one that came on here was like, ba-da-da-da-da-da. You was like, let me say something about it. Ain't you tired of saying the same shit? This is week 15, my guy. Week 15. Look, I'm not going to be negative tonight. All right? The sky is not falling. We got Kenny Pickett coming up. It was supposed to be Geno Smith, but it might be Kenny Pickett. With 4 games left, you know, the Cowboys could win out 10-6-1. We could win out. No, we just need to win 3 games. We win 3 games. That's it. I don't care if we lose the last one or not. We win 3 games. The math is not mathing for the Cowboys. 11 for us, 10 for them. It is what it is. Let's get in the game. Let's start this season over again. And the only way we can start the season over again is if we get into the playoffs. Get into the playoffs and then wipe everything clean and let's go from there. All right?
Boy, Hines says stress more than a baby without his milk. Right, man. Like, I feel what you're saying, man. I'm trying not to go the negative Nancy. We've seen a lot of good things in this football game, the last past good game. What we can say is Jalen Hurts had the worst game he's ever played in football. You know, I'll admit that, being a huge Jalen Hurts advocate. Jalen Hurts had a horrible game. KP looked a little better, but not really. I still feel like some of the same vibes were going on in terms of how the offense, when your only scoring play is a fake tush push, I don't give you too much credit for that, because it's like, come on, that wasn't that special of a play. You know what I'm saying?
I just think that you don't give KP credit for anything.
A fake tush push. We did that play already. We scored on that before. When Barkley scored on a fake tush push around the end earlier in the season.
So, but no, that was different. This was a long this one was a 50-something plus rushing touchdown with a little hold from Aliata, but it is what it is. A lot of stuff went on throughout that game, but that was a good one because I got faith. I thought that they was going, just go for the little tush push, and then all of a sudden they flipped it. That one right there was new based on that formation. I mean, they threw it to Goddard a couple times in the Tampa Bay game, and then that's when they did it to, for Barkley on the end around. But to toss it, we're blockers for a home run. I like that one. Look, y'all need to give credit when it's due, all right? Like every week, KP this, KP that, KP that. This was a good game. The running game was going. I mean, guys was open. A whole bunch of drop passes, a whole bunch of slips, whole bunch of miscuts just based on the offensive side. I can't blame KP for this offense this past Monday night at all. I'm not blaming him at all because I've seen things that I'm like, okay, we could use this. Oh, okay, that's nice. Oh, he's open. So these guys were getting open. It was just misread and drop passes.
Yeah, it was a lot of drop passes. Hey, you too, AJ. I'm glad you came out and said something because, like, God damn it. Ever since this shit started and you started running your goddamn mouth, it's like you had to talk with Big Dom, and ever since then you've been getting over 100 yards, but you're still missing plays, man. You're dropping balls. It seems like you're not 100% focused out there. How you going to drop the touchdown? You catch that touchdown, we win the game. Elliott, you make it for kick, we win the game. There's so many opportunities in the game to freaking win the game. No matter how much you say about Jalen's 4 turnovers, you know what I'm saying? Yes, that is cause for why we lost this game. But at the end of the day, at the end of the game, after all those turnovers, our defense plays stunner football today. You know what I'm saying? Like, Adoree Jackson looked good out there. Okay. It's just like at this point, it's all self-inflicted wounds. And I feel like we keep back to this self-inflicted wound situation with our football team. Like, all 4 turnovers aside, what was it going down, the end of the game? What was the score? Elliott, you kick a field goal, you make it. We still win this football game.
Before halftime.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we were up 3 more points. You know what I'm saying? You look at, we went to overtime for them.
We would have been down 1.
Huh?
We would have been down 1 going into half.
If we kicked the field goal?
Yeah, if he made it.
He missed 2?
He definitely missed 1 before the half. It was 10-6. That's when the turnover, we turned the ball over, boom, 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 and he missed the field goal to the left, whatever it was. So that would have been 10-9 going into the half. Did he miss 1 in overtime?
I feel like he missed 1.
Nah, you only missed 1.
You only missed 1?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, like I said, there's been plenty of opportunities to win.
Hey, Dicker the kicker and missed none. The guy that
you didn't miss nothing.
I'm like, no, we can't. But nah, look, hey, I'm not going poo-poo on Elliott because he's never missed a postseason kick.
But he's been missing a lot lately.
Yeah, he's been missing a lot. He's been missing a lot. He's been one of the worst kickers in the league this season, if you look at it. But on a positive note, did you hear what A.J. Brown said after the game? Right? He took accountability. Did you like that? You got that clip by any chance?
Let's see here.
Don't worry about it. I got it because I already know that. Hey, you on none positive with AJ Brown. So I got it. All right. Hey, don't
Good.
worry about it
Good.
because hey, you all buy Jalen Hurts and try to make everybody else look bad. But don't worry about it. All right. And let's hear what AJ had to say.
More than capable to make that kick. And that last one in the end zone, he just made a play for the right time, man. And that one hurt the most, because we've been setting things up all game. And he made a play, man. That one hurt me. That one hurt me. I'm more than capable of making those plays. Jalen trusts me in any situation. I made some plays, but I wasn't great when it mattered.
On the one over the middle, there was a guy bearing down on you. Did you sense that?
It was just gonna be another tough one. I'm more than capable to make that grab for him. Like Jalen, we step up in the pocket. He under pressure. So like I said, I'm more than capable of making that one for him, man. I don't hurt, but.
Is this as bad as you felt after a loss this year, personally?
Yeah, because I pride myself making them tough catches. Even in the one overtime, I'm running out of bounds, and I'm trying to get the one hand on it. I'm more than capable of making all those catches. I pride myself on that. But back to the drawing board.
Hey, sports is mental as much as it is physical, and to play good ball, you have to be confident. Where does this team draw its confidence from in the middle of a stretch like this?
From each other. Want to work every single day. Like, that was a tough game, games like this happen, come about, but the confidence and the trust we come together, and that's what matters. And that starts in the week. That starts each and every day. We're looking at the film and correcting and trying to get better.
Hey, did some of those balls that you were talking about?
All right. Hey, I like that. You know what I mean? I like that a lot. I like the fact that he took
the same stuff we've been hearing from these guys every week. Even Jalen Hurts made me sick to my stomach hearing him talk about, accountability, trust the process. We got to go out here and do blah, 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 blah.
Who says that about the AJ part? All right, this is about AJ. This is not about Jalen Hurts. See, you are trying to make stuff about Jalen Hurts. I'm talking about every week y'all blaming, AJ Brown for being selfish, for this and that. This right here hurt him to the core because he knew, right, that he is capable of making those plays. That he said that Jalen Hurts stepped into the pocket under pressure. Hey, he's capable of making those plays. So he took accountability. And I think with him saying that out loud, that we never heard all season long, this might be different moving forward. Now, I really think now Hurts is going to be like, okay, shoot, he got my back, right? All season long, we never heard that until now. So now, and he seemed very, very sincere. He felt like even about to cry for it. You know what I mean? Because he really means it right now. So I don't know why it's right now. It is what it is. Maybe the guys see, hey, man, look, we need to win this. All right, we need to win this. We got a chance to repeat. Hey, whatever it is. But I like the fact that he took accountability and gave Jalen Hurts props at the same time.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he threw some dimes. That touchdown pass was a dime. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as we hate on Jalen Hurts, he still had some nice throws this game. He still was moving the ball, effectively, you know what I'm saying, like throughout the game. The one thing I will say is, like, I think everybody with the pressuring of running, especially me being one of them, I still don't like the way that he's not aggressively running. Like, he runs and he's like too hesitant and he just slides. Like, go back to playing backyard football. Every inch counts. Get out there, tuck your head, tuck your shoulder. I know you don't want to get hurt. No one wants you to get hurt. But this is a physical sport, and this is football. And go run like you used to run back in before you won the Super Bowl, before you got the big contract. Go run like that again, because I did watch the game. I did notice some of these plays. Like, there was a play, I think it was like on third down, and he could have took off around the sideline and took off for a nice chunk of change. But he was hesitant, and then he kind of like streamed to the side, and he just took that little baseball slide he like to do. Like, I'm done with that. Play football the way it needs to be played. Everybody's done got a little prima donna down that we won the Super Bowl. I feel like these guys are all out there, worrying about themselves, whether it's for their stats, their money, or their safety, or whatever the hell. This hunger, isn't as it was before we won the Super Bowl. And the only way we're going to win another Super Bowl is by doing it the same way we did it before. I don't ever recall Tom Brady and these boys surpassing them boys when they were dynasty when, and even the Chiefs when they're dynasty when Mahomes still running around, with his little miracle plays that he throw, he throws a sidearm or whatever. He still does what Mahomes does, to win football games. I'm not saying this year because the Chiefs sucked this year, but I'm just saying when they were winning those championships, there was nothing changed about their mentality on the football field. And I feel like these boys here, on the offensive side of the ball, I'm not going to talk about the defense too much. They lost a lot of pieces, but the offense side of the ball feels like they're a little bit too prima donna for me.
Okay. I mean, look, I can show you some clips of all the AJ Brown misses if we want, but I think the defense played great. The defense played amazing. One of their best, top 3 performances this season. The Lions was one, the Packers, and this one right here. All right, those are 3 hard teams, and it seems like with the hard teams, the defense come and play, especially from last week when they got ran through. 280 something yards by the Bears. That's what I was. Oh my God, this shit is over with. If offense can get this shit together, defense can't get this shit together. It is over. But I saw something in his defense moving forward, even without Jalen Carter, by the way, right? Like he wasn't even in the game. He didn't even play. And defense did their job, man. So shout out to the defense.
And hey, we got special guests coming on, you know what I'm saying? She want to talk some football, some Eagles, Birds. Let's get her on the stage right now. Let's go, Nicole.
Hi, guys.
What's up, Nicole? How you doing today?
Good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Good. Okay, good. Hi. What I missed so far?
Welcome to the truth, everybody. We got Nicole in the building. Nicole, give everybody a little breakdown. How long you been an Eagles fan? You know what I'm saying? And what brought you on the show tonight?
I should have brought my Super Bowl Barbie over here. I've been an Eagles fan my whole life. I'm born and raised in Philly. Shout out to Chestnut Hill, Mount Airy. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's still Philly. I'm a true Philly girl, so I've always been an Eagles fan. Although after Donovan McNabb threw up in the Super Bowl, I took a break because that broke me. I that was not acceptable. But yeah, I'm a proud Philly girl, proud Eagles fan. Living in Dallas, by the way. I've been here for like 3.5 years, so I'm in enemy territory, and I don't care. I root for them no matter what. It's always go Birds. But have y'all watched the latest Hard Knocks episode from this week?
No, I didn't get that one yet. I was on the plane.
So I feel, and I was watching very intently because I watched the first episode. Obviously, I was at that Cowboys loss when we were up 21 and blew that lead. And I told you, Randall, I was like, third quarter when we could not make another score, when we fumbled, when we could not get it together, I said, they're going to blow this game. And that's exactly what happened. And I feel like something in that, if you've never been to Jerry's World, it's a special place. Like the Cowboys home games, they go all out, right? Like they're like us just in Dallas, right? So when you are playing a division rival, storied rivalry, and we saw how the opener, started off high tensions, right? They wanted that win and they took it from us. And I feel like after that loss, the team was already deflated, in my opinion, from what I've seen. But that game in particular knocked the wind out of their sails, and they have not been able to get back in rhythm. I said before the Bears game, they were not going to win the Bears game. I knew that. They're not mentally there. And I bring up this week's Hard Knocks episode because I'm a very observant in terms of body language and energy. That locker room, Nick does not have control of that locker room right now. I think all of the support we're seeing is only internally from the team. Like Smitty, AJ, Jalen and AJ are fine. Like they're fine. But it's not coming from the leaders, and that is a problem. I'm watching them watch him talk in team meetings. They don't buy it. The only room that is really dialed in is our defense. And I watched, like, it's like they want to say something too. Like Saquon's eyes, even the first week's episodes when Nick was talking, he was like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, they're not buying it. And I don't know how you fix that. I don't know how you fix that this late in the season. I don't know how you fix that when there's clearly a lack of something. And I said this, I was like, our defense, someone said this on Threads the other day and I retweeted it. Our defense does deserve better. We cannot keep relying on them to bail us out every single freaking game. Why are we continuing to do the same thing on first down when it's not getting us anywhere? I'm sick of seeing you hand Saquon the ball the way that you're handing him the ball, and we're not doing anything. There's nothing going on. And it makes me think like, okay, is there some secret pact y'all made to only win another way, one way only? Because it's not making sense to me. You can't tell me it's all one person's fault. That's the first thing. I'm not going to put it all on one person. Right. But obviously what's going on offense is connected to, in my opinion, to a deeper issue. And it's just not fucking working. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's not working. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Our O-line is predictable. Every team will tell you that. They know you're going to turn around and give the ball to Saquon. Okay, well, stop having him run down the middle of the field maybe. Maybe stop having him run down the middle of the other team's defense. Maybe try to run him on the outside if you have to just give the ball to Saquon. But obviously that's not working. Sorry, I'm getting upset. Yeah.
Hey, we love the energy. We love the energy. That's how we want to see you come out, girl. You came out strong.
But see, you know what? See, look, on this show, it's called The Truth for a reason. I'll tell the truth. He's delusional. But so I'm glad that you said what you said, but man, this is the wrong time to be saying this shit right now. Like, this is the wrong time to be saying this, because right now, as us fans, we're trying to, find something positive, something to hold our heads over, right? And then you come on here and said that Nick don't got the locker room. Look
at their eyes.
His biggest strength. His biggest strength was to be able to keep the locker room together, right? The leaders backing them up. Now, if you're saying all that, then our season is done.
I said our season was done, and I hate to say that, but that's how I feel. I really feel sorry. I'm sorry.
See, BG, I told you that, but you wanted me to come on here and be like, woo, yeah, we're going to make, I told you, man, this better not be 2023 all over again, because this whole offense, like, Nick is going to be gone. Everything's going to be gone. Blowing that 21-0 lead was the equivalent of the 49ers come to Philly and punk us, and we never recovered. I'm hoping that I'm wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too. But it's the dejection. Like, it got to a point in that game on Monday where I was like, these boys, I think the plays that we made that worked got them a little momentum, right? But it was short-lived. I kept looking for Jalen to lock in. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, it's all Jalen's fault. That was a terrible, ugly game, and I understand that. He's going to have bad games, and we haven't seen a bad game like that from Jalen in a very long time. So I'm not just going to say it's all Jalen's fault. But as a leader, I kept waiting. He never locked in on that game. He didn't. And I don't know if that was because he didn't trust the play calling. I don't know if it was because – I don't know. He just was in his own head, and that trickles down. Like, it does. And I know it's easy to explain it away as team energy, but there is something that's off. I don't know what it is, and I don't know who's to blame, but there is something that's off. And I don't know if the lights are right. I don't think we're that kind of team. But, and I hate to compare, but again, I'm going back to the Hard Knocks episode. The way that other coaches, especially in this last episode, were able to really, I'm talking about communicate with their players, really connect with their players, is different. And I know that Nick has a different coaching style, right? He's not Schottenheimer, but there is something missing. And there's something that they're not all believing in right now. And it's showing up on the O-line specifically. I think our defensive guys got it down. I think that they're working together. I think that synergy is not questionable. But something about Nick, when he talks, it's like they're like,
I think it's the evolution of the offense.
You'll see Smitty's eyes, and you'll see what I'm saying.
I think it's the evolution of the offense in general. We hear about, all the offensive coordinator switch. We already know this about Jalen Hurts. It's been over. And like you said, there's something that he's not buying into too. But we've heard Jalen talk about it this year too. It's a work in progress. We're still doing it. But we're doing it like 14, 15 weeks in the season. Like, obviously, there's something going on with this offensive scheme. Either they're trying to keep it the same, like you said, and develop it, or they're trying to throw in new wrinkles that he's not down with. They're not getting enough of his input. I heard, one part, I think it was like a week ago, he was talking about, I put my input in, but, I'm only basically, in his own words, I'm only one voice, you know what I'm saying? His voice is
Yeah.
not the determining factor of what goes on with the offense type thing. So I do feel like there is something going on in terms of this whole thing here with the offensive side of football.
Yeah, it's sad to see because I was so proud of them last season. They overcame some things as well, but this is when you go back to weeks 1 through 6, maybe 7, and they're saying, oh, well, we just found a way to win. Okay, that's not enough now, right? Like finding a way to win and winning ugly is only okay to a certain point. It's not sustainable if you're not fixing the things that really need to be fixed. Like I said, I don't think it's just one thing, but it's very evident that the problem is a little bit bigger than I think just play calling or just Nick or just Jalen. Like it's a mixture of things, and I don't know. It's getting hard to like find
Do you
an
think it's
explanation.
because so much pressure got put on them to change the offense when we were winning the way we were winning? You know what I'm saying? Like we were kind of in our own flow. Everybody except for AJ was, on board with what was going down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody except for AJ was on board with it. And then we kind of switched things up to make sure AJ gets on board with it. But now you're seeing losses come from that because we're trying to like basically create this offense that everybody wants to see that we just can't do, whether it's the offensive line being hurt, you know what I'm saying? We were missing Lane Johnson again.
That too.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Just, those other guys, Jurgi, Dickerson, those boys aren't even 100% healthy. Do you think it's just a pressure of trying to change something as opposed to just riding it out throughout the season?
Maybe. I mean, no one will really ever know because we're not in that room, but I never have taken us as a team to listen to outside noise and then been to that. Like we've always played our own game. We've always played our own way. So I would caution against just saying it's just the pressure, but it is something going on in that building between numerous people that are not on the same page about what should be happening on that field on Sundays or Mondays or fucking Fridays too, because we lost on Friday too. But you know what I'm saying? Like there's something that's not
we lost on Thursday
real.
too.
Yeah, we done lost on a lot of days. Like
They would have lost every day of the week.
Monday. Yeah. We losing on them. Like, okay, so let's get back to this game. What was your take on this game specifically? We went over the whole season. Like, what was your take? Did you see any change in the offense that you thought was positive at all?
I do think Jalen, okay, can we just agree that something was up with him?
Yeah.
Okay, so I do think that the looks that he did make down the field, specifically to Smitty a couple times, those were good momentum plays. Those were more of the plays we were, I think, hoping to see. Instead of just handing the ball off to Saquon, I think Jalen moved his legs a little bit more this game, but it wasn't enough. And like I said, every time we had momentum, we lost it immediately over a fumble or a turnover. That was blowing me. Like, this is a man who has protected the ball really up until this point. I did not understand that. And that's I think if you really pay attention to Jalen's game and you know Jalen as a player, when he starts turning the ball over is when he's flustered or when he doesn't trust something. That doesn't just happen. He's improved a lot from turning the ball over from 21, 22, 23. So I feel like when you start to see him lose focus like that, it's something else going on. So I think that what worked well was him looking down the field more. I think that what's still hurting him is I think he still spends entirely too much time in the pocket. I think that he's not explosive enough, especially this last game. And in Dallas, they sacked him a bunch in Dallas. And I was just like, y'all are actually better than them. That game really upset me. Like, I was in Dallas in Eagles gear in that stadium. Like, come on. So yeah, I think he needs to do more of looking down the field. I think we need more movement quicker. And I think we've got to use Saquon in a different way. Saquon is still Saquon, but he's not in the way that he's being utilized right now. I don't know if it's more he needs to run center. I don't know, but
we need more outside runs for sure.
Yeah.
All this running up the gut all the time, man. No, that's not how you're gonna get them started.
And all the other teams' defensive players know exactly where to look, bro. Like, come on, we gotta. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating. He kept turning that ball over. I mean, I've never seen him play like that. I mean, I can't say never seen him play like that, but that was ugly for the first time in a long time.
I don't think we've seen no one quarterback. What they say, Michael Vick in 2002.
It was the first time. Yeah, but he went back. He broke the record of turnovers that game. That was awful. Awful.
Do you think this Eagles team is all right? We just won a Super Bowl, all right, in February. Do you think that they are just tired of the regular season and just put us in the playoffs and see what they do then? I mean, do you have any faith that might be something that they're just bored right now?
I think they're bored. I think they're fatigued. I think they're waiting for something to change and no one's taking the leadership to change it. I don't know. And again, we're not in that room. I don't know who it is, but I do think that they're hoping, and I guess I have a little bit of faith, right, that they could knock out these next few wins and get into the playoffs. Will they win in the playoffs? That depends on what they do in these next 3 games, next 4 games. I don't know. I said this earlier in the season. I said this is either going to be a back-to-back year for them, or this is going to be the year that they drop off dramatically and they come back next year and win another Super Bowl. I do think this team can win another Super Bowl together. Absolutely, yes. Do I think it's going to be this year? TBD. I don't know.
I mean, we could be the Chiefs. As bad as look, people don't realize the 2 teams that was in the Super Bowl right now. The Eagles are. I mean, the Chiefs would kill to be in the Eagles' position right now, right?
Yeah.
8-4, 3 games from clinching a division title, whatever it is. But they are struggling themselves, but not a lot of noise is coming out of that area because it's Kansas City, right? It's Patrick Mahomes. He got 3 Super Bowls already, and Andy, blah blah blah. But it's so much more noise coming from Philly, 8-4 team, first in their division. I mean, with the chance to be a first team since 04 back-to-back division titles, with the chance to be the first team since the 94 Dallas Cowboys to go back to a Super Bowl, you know what I mean? So there's still a lot ahead of us, right? So hey, we're gonna see how this Sunday goes. 1 o'clock.
What do y'all think happens on Sunday?
Well, I think we're gonna beat the Giants. I think we're going to beat them like we beat the Giants, right? You know what I mean? After the Giants beat us, the next time we played them, we run crazy on them. Almost Saquon and Tank, almost 300 yards rushing. I think is that type of game on Sunday.
Okay.
I feel like we maybe as Eagle fans, right? We forget that we played the hardest schedule in football this year. And
yeah, we did.
That can be said, but listen, that can be said of why the play on the field is not what we really want it to be. We're going against elite teams. The Chargers were no bums, okay? They had the same record as us. They're fighting for their playoff lives, just like we were. You know what I'm saying? You think about besides the Giants loss, the first Giants loss, the rest of the teams, man, have been good teams that we've been playing here. And even some of the wins that we weren't too happy with, they were going against high-quality football teams to the point where now the rest of our schedule, besides the Bills game, right, is pretty cake. We got the Commanders who's trash, done diddle. We got the Raiders who done diddle. And then you got the Bills. Like, could we finally see some kind of what they've been trying to implement, because it takes more than a week to get a game plan to work. It takes more than a week to get newfound structure in offense to actually be creative enough to actually work inside the game flow of a system. Can we see now that we're playing these lesser teams a better offense moving into the playoffs that maybe will catapult us? Like you said, JC, you look at the Chiefs weren't dominated every single time they won the championships. You know what I'm saying? There were some seasons they had some losses, but they turned it up to come playoff time and they won the Super Bowl. So I feel like there's still a possibility with these so-called easier teams that we have to play down the line, that can really help boost even the players, morale. You know what I'm saying? When you can actually go beat up on somebody. We haven't really had that all year long of teams that we can go in there and beat up. Because even some of the lower quality teams where teams coming out, giving us their best shot, doing new things that we never seen them do. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to really, make it hard for us to win these football games to the point where now, I think that this is a time right now. Either it's sink or sink or sell.
Sink or
We're going
swim,
to
yeah.
start cruising into this playoffs on a high note. You know what I'm saying? With Scott, everything's still in front of us. Or if we go out there and drop an egg next week to the Raiders, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is the make or break game. I think it's the make or break game. If they can win this game on Sunday, they'll be okay. But we'll see. I think this week
or 85. We only need how many games you said, JC? 2 games or 3 games?
We gotta get to 11.
Yeah.
You gotta get to 11 a lot.
Yeah, 11 because Dallas cannot catch us if we get to 11, even if they win out.
Who do
right,
they play?
They play Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, Giants. Those are the next 4.
Yeah.
But I think the real reason why a lot of us are frustrated is this: we play these hard teams, great. Defense shows up, we find a way to win. When we play these lesser teams, like the Giants, we came out flat, right? The Cowboys, we was up 21. It's not the fact that we lost to the Cowboys, it's how we lost to them. We're up 21 on the road in Kelly Green. I mean, we are smoking them. I mean, by the time I turned the TV on, it was 7-0.
That stadium was silent. Do you hear me? They were leaving. They were upset leaving in Dallas. They were like, "Oh yeah, it's done." And then I don't know.
And then that happens, right? Yeah. And then Chicago, right? These are not, the Packers that we held to like 9 points, whatever. The Lions, right? That we held to like 9 points, whatever. These are lesser teams that we just say, we're better than them, so we're just gonna, just play to their level. But when it's a primetime game, yes, the Chargers was another primetime game, but that was just something I've never seen before. Those 5 turnovers by one player. I mean, yes, it wasn't all his fault, but man,
that last drive, we're in the stands. I'm like, we're about to win, and talking shit to all the Charger fans. Like, it is over, game over. We're driving right down the field. I'm like, look at my boy Hurts. He's about to show you turnovers or not. He's about to win this game. We got down there, and when he threw that pick, man, my stomach fell out of my mouth.
Yeah, that was awful.
It was horrible, man. I was like, what? Not like this. Not like this.
Golly. Yeah, that was a rough game to rewatch too.
Well, I bet you we beat the Bills. I bet you.
I can see that.
Everything I had, we beat the Bills. If we beat the Raiders, what I think is the Raiders, the Bills, or is it Raiders, Commanders, Bills, and then Commanders? So yeah.
Raiders, Bills. And it's funny you said that because even my boy Talib said something about that.
Just can't count the Eagles out, man. Even in the games they lose, they do something good as hell in that game. Yeah. With the guys they got, the weapons they got, they pedigree, man. Whoever they play first round of playoffs, I'm probably going to pick the Eagles. It is what it is. If they win that game and they play somebody next, I'm probably going to pick the Eagles again. The last 3 games of the season, I'm probably going to pick the Eagles. When they play the Bills, I'm going to pick the Eagles.
Are you really?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Eagles. You just can't count them out. They always do something top-notch, even in their losses.
The beauty of it is they still have plenty of time to turn it up. And they got the players to do it. They got the defense to do it. This team knows how to win big games. Down the stretch, I think they'll get 3 of them.
I think they're going to win all 4.
And listen to that.
Like I said,
I didn't even hear that. But the thing is, they play the Bills, man. Like they play the Bills good. I mean, since Jalen Hurts back, there's something about the Bills, Josh Allen versus Jalen Hurts. I mean, mobile quarterback, dual threat quarterback. I mean, both of them could score 5 touchdowns just by themselves, right? Like we saw right before the collapse happened. But this is about to be the reverse. We about to beat the Bills. We about to go on a run. The last time we beat the Bills, we collapsed. And 23. Remember? And that was the last victory in Kelly Green. And then we went, whoosh. This time, the Bills about to shoot us off to another Super Bowl.
And that was the last time, besides this season, my boy Jordan Davis had a good game. Remember Jordan? He chased freaking Josh Allen across here, and he didn't play good for a whole season and a half. He's been hurt ever since. But hey, that is a bright nut. This defensive line, man, without Jalen Carter, let's give some cookies out to people. Jordan Davis, man, he's having a hell of a year this year. Like, I don't care what anybody said. I said before the season, I felt like this was going to be the year Jordan Davis be our lead defensive tackle. And so far, it's been that way. Like, he has sacks, he has pressures, he has tackles for loss. He's getting double teamed all the time, still breaking double teams. He's having a damn perfect season for a defensive tackle. Well, he's been player of the week at least 3 times this season. One on special team, a couple of them on defense. I think he was just player of the week this last week for our defense for the Eagles, player of the week. But he's playing some good football. This defensive line is actually getting together. We're starting to see some of these guys really grow into form, man. I'm feeling good about them.
I'm proud of our defense. I'm very proud of our defense, especially not having Jalen Carter this week. I think they showed up and they did what they needed to do. They handled business, like, for sure. I was never nervous when the Chargers had the ball. Like, I trust our defense fully. I get nervous when, you know.
I'm like, okay, what's going to happen? We still outgained the Chargers.
Yeah.
Because as bad as our offense did get, we still outgained the Chargers for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if Bill was, I was watching the game like, dang, we're doing bad, but look at the Chargers. They're not doing anything either. The whole game, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, you know, oh, well, our offense doing bad and they're over there just dominating against us. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the scoreboard, we kept it within range the whole game for the most part. You know, we were right there. We had multiple opportunities to win this football game. That was not one. This is not one of the ones where we're just like, oh my God, we suck. You know, we had no chance to beat these guys. It was just like the ball didn't bounce our way, man. The ball didn't bounce our way. But we got to get over that. This is 3 games in a row. When the last time the Eagles lost 3 games in a row? Like, I don't remember the last time.
2023, right? Wasn't it like the collapse?
I think it was
3 games in a row. Oh yeah, we lost like
we was 10 and what? We was 10 and 1, right? We was 10 and 1.
Yeah, we were 10 and 1. We were 10 and 6. Yeah, that is it.
We lost 5 out of 6.
I try to blank that season out. I try not to remember anything from that season.
Yeah, I know. Let's literally
try to blank that one out. But like, other than that, like, it's just not a normal feeling, man. It's not a normal feeling. That's why I thought for sure the Eagles not gonna lose this last season, because I'm like 3 in a row, 2 in a row, okay, 3 in a row, my God. But we gotta make sure it's not 4 in a row. Is there anything about this game that you're worried about in terms of the Raiders been playing? They do got a good defensive front. Now, that's one thing I will say with Max Crosby and those guys. You know, what was the linebacker we let go to? He's been playing some good football over there. The one that we wanted to beat Dean out. What's his name again? Remember he was starting last year with Bond, and then we traded him or we released him.
I don't remember.
You know,
the one from the Super Bowl?
No, the one we picked up. We thought he was going to be the starter with Bond. And then we ended up releasing him, and then N'Kobe Dean started. What the hell the boy's name? But anyway, he's playing some good football over there. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
Devin White?
Devin
White? Yeah,
White? Yeah, I think it was White. Yeah, he came over from Tampa Bay. Yeah, that's the guy we're talking about. Yeah, and he's playing some good linebacker over there for the Raiders. They got good defensive line over there. They still got Genty, who's a nice running back over there. They got Bowers, one of the best tight ends in the football right now over there. And you got Kenny Pickett, who would love to do nothing more than spoil the Eagles' season with a Kenny Pickett win.
Let me tell you something. This is why I'm confident about this game. Kenny Pickett is starting, okay? The Philadelphia Eagles defensive front is going to be motivated to go after this guy, to go sack. He's not going to run. We know that for a fact. Hey, he's not, even though Geno was struggling, but at least the threat of him running was real. But with KP back there, you know what I mean? Hey, I see at least 6-7 sacks for this defense. If you play fantasy football, pick up the Philadelphia Eagles defense. Yes, they have Bowers and Genty, but the fact that when you don't have no time, it doesn't matter about your skill players. I feel like this defense is going to have a good game this Sunday versus Kenny Pickett.
I can see that. I hope you're right. I don't want to say too much because I talk bad.
Yeah, I hope you're right. But like you said, it could be the game.
I was upset, like mad, like in here screaming like they were my kids. Like I literally texted Dom and I was like, yo, you got to pull everybody together because I can't handle this. Like I can't. So I don't know. I hope you're right. I'm like halfway ready to break up with them, but I'm not going to do it yet. We'll
Come
see.
on now. Look,
Don't break it up with the Eagles. This is a marriage, okay?
I'm sleeping in the other room. I'm not going to leave, but I might sleep in the other room.
If you've been an Eagles fan more than a day, you know we've been through shit, right? Even Jalen Hurts' first year starting, where we became the first NFL team to make it to the playoffs after having like a 2-5, whatever it was, right? I mean, we've been through hell and back, right, with this team. So, no, just hang in there because it's hard coming from me because I'm the one that's always telling the truth. But because we got the Raiders, and I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles, they always bounce back at the right time. Besides 2023 aside, you always know they finish every season strong. Every season. You know what I mean? They always, even if they start slow, somewhere in there, they're going to finish strong. Even under Andy Reid, Nick Sirianni, Doug Peterson, right? They always finish the season strong. So, but we want to see. This Sunday is the test. It's not really a test, right? I mean, this is, freaking varsity versus freshman. Like, I mean, this is how lopsided this game is. The Raiders are 2-11, whatever they are. So they won 2 games.
Yeah.
2 games.
But they were in a lot of games. They were in a lot of games too, though. They were in a lot of games, though. And their division's so hard. Like they got a good division over there. You talking about Broncos 11-2? You know what I'm saying? The whole AFC, the freaking the Patriots over there. 11-2. Like they balling out on the AFC side. With some of those teams too. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm at a point where it's just like I just gotta wait and see. That's all I can do is wait and see. Because I've been pumping my chest. Last week you heard me on here screaming, don't worry about it, Eagles Nation. We got it. It's about to happen. Blah, 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 blah. And I just feel like I keep repeating myself all season long. And that's what it is at being an Eagles fan. You always have, without a shadow of a doubt, faith for your football team. But I need to see some change, man. I need to see it. Like you said, I'm hoping that it is just like they implemented new things. You heard Nick say he's part of the offensive game planning now. People are saying that this last game, the offense looked better. I'm not 100% on board.
It did.
It didn't look dramatically better, but it looked a little bit better.
Yeah, it was incrementally better, but it was better,
it was a little
which
bit
is
better.
the start.
Yeah, but the problem is this. It looked better. All right, so I don't know what Nick did or said, but the way they were running the ball versus the Chargers defense was pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
The throws, the receivers was running open. The receivers was running open. It just missed throws. Imagine if AJ got the touchdown, Smade on trip, and all these things right here. Yo, we rushed for over 100-something yards for the first time in since the Giants game, by the way. I mean, and we could have had these 3 touchdowns. Like, so this whole thing was like, oh my God, Nick finally got involved. He's a genius. Let's go. But not because we lost. The way we lost, he's like, Nick is, oh man, now we can't do that, man. Yo, this offense game plan was nice.
It was better.
It was better.
Jalen just wasn't.
But see, I always graded off like all the other games I watched on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That when I'm looking at an offense, I kind of looking at, I know different teams, different skill set, different, schemes or whatnot, but it always seems like on offense, it's not as hard. You know what I'm saying? People are schemed open. It's like, it doesn't seem like they have to try so hard to be good. It feels like it's more of a just natural flow, easy. People are wide open. People are open. Here we go there. Here we go there. They're kind of moving the ball down the field. But with our offense, it seems like everything we get, we got to earn. And it's not like as easy as it should be. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see a dramatic change, but I did see it looked a little bit better. It's because I just think, like, why is it still this hard? You know,
So
Nick's supposed to be
to
a
answer your
guru.
question,
He's the offensive guru. That's what we hired him for. You know, everybody knows play calling sucks, but that is supposed to be his specialty. And if you can't go help out the area of the side of the ball that you're a specialist at, then what the hell are you doing here?
all right. So Nicole, real quick, let me ask you a question. All right, this might sound controversial, but it's not. But do you think the reason why our offense looks so simple is because of Jalen Hurts, the quarterback, that's not, as accurate or as great of a passer. Hold on, BG, it's not your turn. No, I'm asking a question. As most other quarterbacks are, because the Philadelphia Eagles offense is not hard to figure out. Like I'm not even talking about this year.
In what way? Like hard to figure out, like it's predictable, or it's not hard to figure out in terms of the fix?
Well, it's like you always know that we're going to be a run-first team.
Right, which I
think is regardless who we have back there, regardless if it's a Swift, Sanders, Barkley, you always know it's going to be a first-run team, and then pass second, RPOs, blah, blah, blah. A lot of other teams, the Matthew Stafford, right, the gunslingers, even the Drake May, right, you know that the offense is going to be more spread open than just run first. Here you go on the dick and dunk. Maybe it's an offense coordinator, maybe it's a quarterback. I don't know, but what's your thought about that? If we had a different quarterback, especially this season, would things be different? I mean, do we know the full potential of KP's playbook?
I don't know who the blame is fully on. I know that the Sunday game to me was like, it was Jalen and then everybody else. Like I'm telling you, I live in Dallas. I defend Jalen. I hear these Jalen versus Dak arguments every other day in the gym. And I'm always like, I love Jalen. I'm a ride for Jalen. Sunday, I couldn't defend him. I literally tweeted that he had a very good, horrible, no good day. It was he was inexcusably terrible on Sunday. I don't know if that was a Jalen missed the mark in terms of following through on the plays, or if KP was calling the wrong plays. I still say that, running on first or depending on Saquon on the first down every single time is something we need to stop doing. At least in the immediate future, it's become completely predictable. The defense of the other team knows exactly where to go. Someone in the comments said Jalen can't read the middle of the field, and that's why he was struggling. I don't know if it's all of that. It just felt like Sunday there were good plays that were made, but there was something on the other end that didn't connect, whether it was AJ dropping passes, whether it was Jalen throwing a pick. I don't know that it's all on Jalen. I don't want to say that because I really like him, and I think that he's matured as a player. I think he's a wonderful leader, but he had a treacherous game on Sunday, and I do put that on his shoulders. I do. I'm not going to say it's all him because, again, I said AJ dropped a pass. Smitty wasn't open for one of them, but is that KP or is that Jalen? I don't know. Will we ever know? I don't know. I think we looked better, like you said, but I don't want a different quarterback. I love Jalen. We won a Super Bowl with Jalen. I trust Jalen, but he doesn't trust something, whether that's himself in the moment, reading that coverage, or he doesn't trust the play that was called. And that's what I meant in the beginning, because I saw someone talking smack in the comments like, oh, she's contradicting herself about Nick not having a locker room. I'm saying that because that was pre-loss. That was before the game on Sunday. There was some sort of disconnect, or like not in practice, but in the meeting, in terms of what was being spoken about how we can get past these losses. I think Jalen is the person that can thrive under the right leadership. And if Nick is getting more involved on the O-line, okay, if that's what he did this past week and we saw some improvements, we saw that momentum as much as we saw those damn turnovers, then okay, let's keep doing that. But I don't think we need a new quarterback. I don't. I think there needs to be some consistency in what the changes are. though it's like we do one good play and then we're back to giving Saquon the ball. I don't. That is pissing me off.
And that's what was said about KP and his playlist. You know what I'm saying? I heard it was I think on WIP or one of them. They're just like, when you look at it, he has his play sheet, and he never really goes back and works off of the plays that worked. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
exactly. He's still just going down that playlist. Okay, we did this play, we did this play, we did this play. He's not really marrying plays. I mean, it's his first time play calling, but year and weeks, 14 now, my guy. So I think that's still like the struggles of a first-year play caller that's going into that, you know what I'm saying? Because you should be able to bounce more plays off of successful plays. Go back and redo successful plays. It's easy to do the same play. You can have the same play in 4 or 5 different formations and run it out of defense if you need to do it. That's what good coaching is. You know what I'm saying? Finding a weakness, exploiting that weakness over and over again until they make you stop. And I don't feel like KP calls games like that. I feel like, he calls a game where you might see a hit play here, hit play there, hit play there, but it never circles back around where you see that same play again.
They don't build off the momentum.
To build off
it's like
the
they
momentum.
try it one time and then, okay, let's try it. It doesn't. And that is where the lack of consistency comes in. And if you listen to Jalen's press day, I think earlier this week, before the game, he told them, I've been going back and watching old tape. And the implication was, I haven't had a consistent OC. So I've had to go back to when we were winning and when we were losing and compare. I've had to watch tape from when I had someone helping me win and when I didn't. And that, I think, is the unfair part of the conversation that all of Jalen's critics leave out. He has not had any consistency. And he still finds a way to win. And I think that is what pisses off like football purists, is that they don't win the way they want him to win. He wins in a way that may look however it looks and, still gets stats, still breaks around, whatever. And I guess they don't think that's fair. Whatever, who cares? What I care about is him having the right team to do it, which I think he does, and him having the right coaches in his corner. I don't think the answer is replacing Jalen. I know the answer is not replacing Jalen. Jalen is built for this city. And as a true Philly girl who lived through AI's tenure in Philly and a lot of other sports icons that we memorialize, Jalen has the foundational principles to win and thrive in a franchise like the Eagles. They don't make him like Jalen. And he's really built for this. He doesn't care what anybody says about him, and all he cares about is getting better.
And people act like we didn't have Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? Mr. MVP that just totally broke down, crumbled to the media. Jalen, like you said, he's built for this city. I'm tired of hearing people talk about, Tanner McKee time. When you talk about backups playing, you're not talking about backups playing with the same style defense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When Jalen's in the game, he's getting the best, coverage, the best everything from a defense. When you got a backup in, it's not the same, man. They're not worried about so much. They're doing other things to really make it. I guess it'd be a lot easier for a backup quarterback to play against some of these defenses as opposed to Jalen Hurts, just because it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, people keep trying to compare. I remember when the Eagles didn't even have a quarterback. It took all the way up until Donovan McNabb before we even could say we had him. I remember the Rodney Peete days. I remember the Corey and Ty Ditmer days, the Dougie P days. Like, this city has not had a good quarterback like Jalen Hurts, ever. Right now, if you look at the best quarterback in Philadelphia history, you can argue say it's Jalen Hurts right now. And he's not even so-called the best quarterback in the league. He
also has peaked. He's not even at his. I think Jalen is going to continue to grow. Look at the growth that he has made since he's been drafted. He's won us a Super Bowl, taken us to the playoffs every season. I mean, you can't discount that. I don't think everything, and I hate when people that's the first conclusion people jump to. Jalen sucks. Jalen bench everyone on Twitter. Bench Jalen. What are y'all talking about? Let's not be dramatic. Let's not be dramatic. Jalen is not a quarterback that plays by everyone else's rules, and for whatever reason that pisses other people off. That's not Jalen's problem. That's everyone else's problem. If he hadn't won a Super Bowl, he wasn't Super Bowl MVP, then okay, Jalen sucks. Okay. That's not the case though. So it's I don't understand how people jump to those conclusions. that easily, that quickly. There's no patience for him. I don't understand that at all. I don't.
Yeah, big time. 2 of the best Super Bowls ever played by quarterback, too. You know what I'm saying? 1 lost 1.
Yeah.
Against the Ghosts. So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like we over exaggerate how bad he is. Because if you look at the season this year, you name me, besides these young bucks that are out there slinging that rock, like, the Bo Nixes and the freaking guy from the Patriots right now. Besides those guys, man, what are you talking about? Like, Josh Allen just had a 4 turnover game last week. Patty Mahomes been trash this season. You got all these good quarterbacks that are not playing to the level. Lamar Jackson looked like trash in games this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. It's not like, everybody's playing these perfect football games and our quarterbacks the only ones not playing perfect football. You know what I'm saying?
This whole season has been wonky for everybody. It's been a true week-to-week league this season, I feel like. Yeah. And I don't think people keep that same energy for those Josh Allens, for those Patrick Mahomes when they have bad games. But it's like they're waiting for Jalen to do what he did on Sunday so they can turn around and say, see, we told you. But he still has a ring. And I think that's what people don't discredit everything he's done and how far he has come because of where we are right now. I don't think that's fair. And
Tua ain't got no ring. He was been for Tua ain't got no ring. Everybody in that whole draft class don't got no ring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, there's a lot of players in the NFL that play good football that don't got rings right now, and our quarterback do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And he's still playing. Like I said, he's still young, 6 years old. This guy's still a pup. Quarterbacks play into their mid-30s, so he got a long ways to go. He's a little pup out there. He has his highs and lows. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot going on with all that money and all the endorsements and all that stuff that sometimes you get a little distracted. But I do feel like he does work hard, and the more criticism you give him fuels him and makes him want to become better. And overall, as long as you still got that mentality, there's still hope that he can turn it around.
I just want Jalen to not try to play outside himself. You're a runner. Run. Like,
I agree with that.
Running opens up the offense. You running keep teams on their toes. You running makes Saquon better. Even Saquon said it last year. You running makes AJ Brown 101 because the linebackers got to come down. I mean, it frees up everybody. But this year, it seems like that he's a little hesitant to run, and that's why people brought it up. I mean, did he say that he don't want to run no more? Did he say that? I don't know. But I could only see that just plenty of time that he should run just at least one time versus the Dallas. We would have won that game, right? At least one time versus the Bears. We would have won that game, right? I mean, it's like when the opportunity is there for him to run, he think that he's, a Tom Brady. He don't have to, he's stationary and he's looking for people to get open. That's not your game. Play your game, and I promise you, everything else will be better. We've seen it in 22. We even seen it in 23, even with the whole collapse. Mm-hmm. Last year, we saw it. Yeah. I mean, Barkley had over 2,000 rushing yards. This year, we're not seeing it. No. And that's like, damn, what's going on?
I do agree with that. I think that and this is what we were saying earlier in terms of do we think outside noise is getting to them? Is it the pressure of playing a certain way? I think if Jalen would focus on running the ball, think about how many times in the Dallas, he had 2 rushing touchdowns in the Dallas game. And the minute I saw him, it's like the minute he decided he was going to do it, everybody had his back. He ran. It was good. That's what I meant by Sunday. Spending too much time in the pocket looking for people, and that defense was on him. They were going after Jalen fast. I think he spent too much time deciding whether he's going to trust himself or break the play call and run the ball. And I think that if he stops doing that, to your point, JC, and just says, I'm going to use my legs to move this ball down the field, and then I can look for Saquon, then I can look for AJ, then I can look for Smitty, we would be fine. I don't know what that hesitancy is. I don't know if he's trying to prove people. I don't know. But
it's the media, it's the fans. We all put the pressure on him. We're the ones that did this to him. You know what I'm saying? We did this to him. We want to see him stop running the ball. You see how it kind of catches up to you when you all the time. We want to see less run and want to see you become more of a quarterback, throw the ball. And then now when he's trying to do that, it's really affecting everything. You got to let it go. Remember, we've seen this happen with Donovan McNabb with the Eagles. When he wanted to be a pocket quarterback, his career was straight down the tube. You got to do what you do best, man. You got to do what you do best. And I think we got to be consistent on what we want with Eagles fans. Like either we want him to play himself and do what Jalen does best, or we want him to become this all-time pocket passer that we're not going to win.
You can't believe you put that on us. You can't put that on the fan because according to the players, hey, they block out the outside noise. So, I mean, if they're blocking out the outside noise, then look, Jalen Hurts is not going to listen to anybody. He made that clear. I don't care how we win as long as we win. So it's on him. Look, this is one I could say this is on Jalen Hurts because you came out all last year as long as we winning. I don't care if I got to throw. I don't care if I got handed off 100 times. You were saying that when we was winning games. And now we're losing games, but you're not going back to what you were saying. Hey, run the ball and this and that. But look, we could be a dead horse like until the Super Bowl comes. I mean, hey, we just gotta win. We just gotta get back on the winning streak. 3 games in a row. I need to taste a victory. Okay, I need to say victory Monday, something, because I ain't saying it in a minute.
I know it's been too long since we won a game. Like this is getting out of control.
Like it's been a month since we've been able to say.
Yeah, we won 18 straight games with Jalen Hurts. No, 21 straight games with Jalen Hurts starts and finish. And ever since the media kept on talking about that, he won 21 games when he started. Man, we've been like average. Man, we won like 2 games after that. Like, and man, losing ever since.
Don't bring up no more stats. Just leave that.
If this season is done, like if, do you think that next year we could win the Super Bowl again? I mean, obviously, given changes are made in the offseason, fill in the blank. But I'm just asking, like, with this team, do y'all think we could win again?
Yeah, we need an offense coordinator. We just need an offense coordinator, right? I mean, like I said, even when Kellen Moore was here, we still was questioning the offense coordinator, right? So, and then that's what I'm saying. Is it the offensive coordinator or is it Jalen Hurts' potential of being a great passer that holds these, these coordinators back a little bit? So, and now y'all saying, yeah, look, you can't shake your head and say, yeah, and agree with me when we're questioning, every offensive coordinator, even Kellen Moore, and not put some kind of, responsibility on
Jalen. I get it.
Not being a real great thrower of the ball when, especially through the middle. Yes, he's a great deep throw passer, but the middle is a weakness.
The middle is a weakness. I do agree with that.
Because I think the middle is such a weakness because it's height. Most quarterbacks are his height that are good in the league. Even like you look at the Drew Breeses. Drew Brees had an amazing arm. A lot of his stuff went downfield. But it's like when you got the height and you got an offensive line that are 6'7", it's harder for those guys, especially if you don't like. And this is what it goes back to KP, because when you're scheming a lot of hitch routes, a lot of freaking normal freaking outs and nothing that's really gear based towards the middle. The only time you really see Jalen go to the middle when that play was going to for Dallas Goedert. That's when he already knows where Goddard's going. You got to know where he's going to be, and he kind of put it out there. But we don't have a versatile, offensive attack. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do we really blame it all on him that he doesn't go towards the middle? Or a lot of these schemes, we've seen a lot of passing charge where there were just no routes going over the middle. So as much criticism as we say about him not going over the middle, if there's not routes going over the middle, then he can't throw the ball there. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a little bit of both. His size, having a big offensive line, like it's always been harder for those guys to see things in the middle. If he's not 100% confident on what's going on, around there where he can throw that football, what I'm saying, those passing windows, and I think that kind of is one of the things.
Well, he's going to have to figure it out. He's going to have to figure it out because
fast. But, yeah.
Today, yeah, not tomorrow, but today. Well, let's go ahead and give some hot takes. Let's get 3 hot takes each. And actually, Nicole, since this is your first time, I'm gonna give you the all-time Eagles list thing. Before we're gonna go. Before that, let's do the 3 hot takes.
Wait, can I ask one thing first? What's up with Jake, bro? Is he gonna continue to miss kicks or?
I was saying something about Jake too.
I think they're gonna look for kickers after this year. Like honestly,
they need to
because he's been one of the worst kickers this year.
Yes,
look at the number.
awful.
And
Like, this is like the first year he even missed like
yes.
as many as he's missed. How many missed? You're like 5, 6 kicks.
Remember last year he was missing 2. And then he fixed it, right?
Yeah.
And got on the roll. They asked him, "Hey, what did he do?" You know, they even asked the special team coach, "Hey, you know how what did he do to fix it?" That is whole thing about it, right? But I think this year mentally, like man, every time he goes out there, I'm like, shit, is he gonna make it? Like, I mean, I'd be surprised when he makes it. I'm like, yes.
You never had to worry about it. Usually when we lined up for a field goal kick, it was automatic.
Yes,
you're like, okay,
yes. My mother,
we got 3. Let's
who
go.
knows nothing about football, who I had to explain what a first down was the other day. Her TV was like 30 seconds ahead of me on Monday, and she was like, "Oh, you're not gonna like what just happened." And I was like, "What happened?" And she said, "How did he miss that?" I thought it was a touchdown. It was Jake. I said, "You know what? If my mother's complaining about the kicker, there is a true problem. True problem." Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to know.
And before we get in there, what about Bigsby, man? That's another thing right there. Why aren't we using this guy? You know, is it just we're not running the ball enough to use him, or what, man? Like, cause you got Bigsby who's averaging 9 yards carry still. You know, for the times he did especially carry a ball. It's like I want to see more of a Sonic and Knuckles with Bigsby. You think about the Super Bowl we went to the first time? It was like Gary Bunt, and then it was what the boy name was
Ajayi,
and they helped get the Eagles out of a lot of the rough situations from running that football. And I think we have those type caliber, running backs with Saquon and Bigsby. We just don't use them the same, man. We need to get that. That has to go back to because you look at what turned around the season last year. We focused on running that rock. You know what I'm saying? And it comes back to that again this year. We need to focus back on running that rock. Damn AJ and his 10 targets. Damn Smitty getting the ball. I want to establish the run first and then worry about getting these guys the ball because I think this is December football. This is cold weather football. You run the rock good, you can win a lot of football games.
They're going to have to. They need to. They need to. They better. If I don't see something different on first down this week, I'm just turning the TV off. Just turning it off.
Okay, so we can go to let's do this one first. So since you're an Eagles fan from Philly, we're gonna do an all-time Eagles team for you right now. I'm gonna give you a position. I want you to give me your favorite 2 players. If you were to start them or whatnot of each position as we go through them, and then we're gonna build.
Based on.
I don't know if I have all those. I don't know.
It's based on who you watch.
No, it's based on who you watched. It's not based on who actually is the best.
You ain't gotta go with history books, You gotta go history. You've been an Eagles fan.
Yes, since you've been an Eagles fan. So let's start out with the quarterback. If you can make an all-time Eagles team, who will be your starting quarterback and who will be backing them up?
Oh God. I'm gonna go with Jalen just because that's who's our current. I would go Jalen. Backup would be Vic. I think Vic.
All right.
Yeah, I love Michael Vick.
All right, give me 3 running backs. Your favorite 3.
I don't remember. I don't even know if I. Okay, definitely.
Barkley, Sanders, Swift.
Those are my options. We got Barkley.
Okay, I would definitely do Saquon. Okay, definitely Saquon.
We got Sproles. We got Westbrook.
Saquon, LaCoy. Who else do I like?
Westbrook.
I'm going between him and somebody else, but I don't want to say. I'm gonna say Saquon, Shady, and Westbrook.
Okay. Let's go 2 tight ends.
Goddard.
And your favorite. Go ahead and say your favorite before he left.
Who's my favorite?
Zach Ertz.
Yeah, I do love him. I hate that he went to the
Commanders.
I hate that he went to the Commanders.
Yeah, he was one of the best Eagles tight end in Eagles history, man. It's sad that he hurt right now, man.
That was a rough one. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was
bad.
That leg was not good. That was
it was
nasty,
in the Hard Knocks episode too. Goddard, the only Dallas we acknowledge, and Ertz for sure.
Give me 3 receivers.
I'm definitely going with AJ Smitty, and I don't know who my third would be.
Jackson? No.
Macklin?
T.O.?
Okay, I'm gonna say T.O. Yes, only for the game. I think he's crazy, but yes, only for the game.
He's definitely crazy. If we had D-Jack, AJ, and T.O., oof.
That would be sick. That would T.O. was.
If Jalen Hurts wasn't completing passes, I'll be a little pissed. Okay, can you give me the offensive line? Can you give me? You don't even have to go back up to the offensive line. Give me a starting offensive line. Could you do that?
Y'all gotta give me some names. I'm blanking.
Let's go.
All right, you're center first. Let's go from center.
Yeah, you gotta give me the center.
Of Eagles.
Center is.
Come on now. Wait, you said Kelsey, right?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, Lane. Okay, Lane, Kelsey.
Dickerson. Brooks.
Peters, a left tackle. Jason Peters. Brennan Brooks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, that's 3. I don't know, you guys. This is hard. It's
meant to be easy. So you can just be like,
Okay, I actually like our current, I like Mailata. I like Lane. I like Kelsey. I like Landon. Who else?
Becton.
No, Brooks. I'll go Brooks.
Yeah, Brooks for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I like that.
We're running a 4-3 now. So give me 4 defensive linemen.
4. Okay, definitely Jalen Carter.
Okay.
Jordan Davis.
Okay.
I want to pick BG because I like him, but I don't know.
Pick him.
I can do BG, right? I like BG.
Yeah.
Who else?
You got Fletch, Reggie White. You got Clyde Simmons. You got Trent
But
Cole.
she watch Reggie White now. I barely watch Reggie White play for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think I'm too young for that. Oh, Cox. I loved Cox.
Fletch.
Y'all don't like him?
Fletch.
Yeah, Fletch. Yeah.
Jordan
That's
Davis.
Cox, right?
So you
Yeah,
got
Fletcher
Jordan
Cox.
Davis, Fletcher Cox, Jalen Carter, and BG.
I love Jalen Carter. I'm picking Jalen Carter at all times. Yes.
You know who I really like that a lot of people don't really use, and maybe because I am a little older. I love when Javon Curse played for our team. Freak. I love the Curse when he played for our team. Him and Babbitt. Babbitt had like 22 sacks on our team, too.
Yeah.
All right, let's go 3 linebackers. You can start with the players on the team right now. You get our linebacker crew has not always been.
I know that. I love
that.
Bond. Bond's technically linebacker, right?
Got Takeo Spike, Self Jordan, Jeremiah Trotter.
Loved.
Nigel
Okay,
Braddock.
I miss Jeremiah Trotter. I actually do. Who else? I'm trying to think of my 2018. Okay, Nicole. I would do Dean. N'Kobe Dean. Bond, N'Kobe Dean, and Trotter.
Okay. Give me 3 cornerbacks.
Can I say Coop 3 times?
Mitchell, yeah.
He's such a good
You go outside Coop, inside Coop, And a safety Coop.
There you go. I'm saying Coop 3 times because that's my guy.
You can't go Coop 3 times. He's not that good now.
Yes, he is.
You gotta give me Coop as 1.
Can I do Coop?
He said
Fred?
Darby. Look at he said Darby. Darby wasn't that bad on our team. I can't really.
I don't know.
Yeah, Asante Samuels, Little Shepard,
Mitchell?
Quinyon Mitchell.
Okay, I actually like. I'll do Coop and Quinyon. Quintanamo Bay.
No, you like Coop more than Q?
More than Q? No, I don't. More than Q?
I mean, you just said Coop 3 times, so obviously you do.
I think I just.
A lot of people do like.
I love Coop's passion. He plays with his heart out. He plays.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I just love that about him.
He said Samuel, Quinyon, Cooper,
Yeah.
Bobby Taylor, Samuel, and Quinyon, Darius Slay. No Slay. Slay.
Do y'all miss Slay? Do y'all think that was a mistake or no?
Well, right now, looking back at it, absolutely a mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been asking for a CB2. What Harry Roseman was trying to find us a CB2 all season long. I mean, he even went out and got Zaire Alexander, and then he retired. Like,
yeah.
Don't bring up Nnamdi Ottawa. That was a horrible pickup. He was the best in the league, and he played like trash.
Byron Maxwell.
Oh, they were two trashy corners. What about 3 safeties? Because 2 should be automatic.
Who?
Dawkins and Jenkins.
Dawkins and Jenkins.
Okay, I'll give you Dawkins. Oh, I do like Malcolm. I do. Malcolm was great. Okay. You need one more though.
Yep.
I'm a young watcher, you guys. I don't know all these. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be controversial and I'm gonna say CJ. I'm gonna say Gardner.
There you go.
I mean, we went to a Super Bowl twice with him on our team as our safety. So
yeah, I'm gonna say crazy CJ.
No, he's not crazy. He was fire, man. He got passion.
And I love that about him. Yeah. I love that about him.
Andre Waters was a beast too. I do like that. And you know what else? Was Lewis. What's his last name? I mean his first name. He played safety for Dawkins. It was Michael Lewis. Michael Lewis, I loved him too. Let's go with a kicker, a punter, and a kickoff returner. Because Jake the Snake was always, but I don't know if he could be on the list now.
I don't think I can put Jake.
I even picked them over Akers.
I'm gonna pick. You would pick Jake over Akers?
Well, I would, but not no more.
No, I think I'm gonna go with Akers.
Hey, I'm gonna pick Dicker. Yeah, look, that's what I'm talking about. No, here we go. Dicker the kicker.
Dicker the kicker. Hilarious.
How many?
He was one game.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. They pissed me off this week, bro. I don't know.
You know a punter?
I actually don't know if I know a punter.
Rocco was my favorite.
I never.
Help her out, Chad. Give her a punter.
What's the Australia one that we had? The Scipios? No, is it Scipios?
Scipios.
Right?
Scipios.
I gotta remember him.
Yeah, like wasn't he? Yeah, he used to be good. He was dropping it inside of 10 all the time. Corner kick.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like Rocco.
I closed my eyes during that part, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I'm like, I don't want to know what's going on here. I don't want to know.
All right, now give me the kickoff returner.
I mean, we have so many. Like, we never had a consistent one though. Like, I mean,
I don't know who to pick.
We had Sproles. We had Westbrook return kicks. I mean, we never had
Jackson in the house, my guy.
We had the
Oh, you know what? I will agree with that.
Covey. He's back, baby.
I said Covey at first, but then I took it back because someone was like, "Do y'all see how he gets destroyed on the return?" I mean, he did well Sunday. I'll go Deshaun Jackson for that.
Now give me a offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and head coach.
Mm.
And if you want to use like one of the head coaches as a coordinator, that's fine too. Like be like Andy and Dougie or Nick and Andy.
I'm going Andy Reid. I'm going
Head coach or offensive
Yeah.
coordinator? Head coach,
Head
Andy
coach.
Reid. Okay.
I actually don't hate Nick Sirianni for an OC. I don't hate that.
Wait,
I'm
what?
talking about. I don't.
I hate him as an OC. He's
Wait a minute.
trash.
Definitely.
Look, I was a
He's
Nick Sirianni
He
head
got
coach.
that trash as an OC.
Okay.
I'll put Andy Reid as an OC.
Hey,
Nick
if
Sirianni.
you like Nick,
Okay,
if you
listen.
like Nick,
It's because I
you
like
like
him. I need
Nick.
to stop picking people because I like him. Okay. Andy
no,
Reid.
that's why you pick. It's your team. You pick.
Listen, Andy Reid for head coach. Vic Fangio can never leave for the D-line. Like he can't ever go anywhere. And then I would take Kellen or Nick for an OC.
Nick who? Wait, Nick who though? Because he don't call plays.
He doesn't, but I think he could. You don't think Nick Sirianni can call?
I think he can. No. I do think he can because he learned from his first year. But I do think he can.
Okay.
But we haven't seen him do it though.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
I'll stick with Kellen Moore. Andy Reid, Kellen Moore, Vic Fangio.
All right. Well, there it is. That's your all-time Eagles team. I think they will win a lot of football games. I like them. You know, and it's no wrong answer. You know, everybody got their wrong. You should have heard. Who did we have on there? Like for kickoff returner, they had said this one dude. I was like, what? I forgot his name.
Like from the 60s.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like that's
No,
not
Josh Huff. Wait, Bryce Huff.
Yeah. He said Josh Huff. Like what?
Whatever. He did return 101 yard though. You know what I mean? Kickoff. You know what I mean? So
he did.
I'm a fan.
All right, let's get these three hot takes. We're gonna go around the board. 3 hot takes, score prediction, final thoughts, and we're out of here. We're gonna do the 3 hot takes and the score prediction first. Who wants to go first?
I'm go last.
Hot take. Eagles get 7 sacks. Another hot take. Yeah. Eagles get 7 sacks. Another hot take. Eagles pitch a shutout. 0 points allowed. Not one. Not a zit. So 7 sacks. Shutout. And this Eagles offense put up 45 points.
45? Oh my God.
Lord.
45. That's Lock it. Go to the look. Go to the bank. Go grab your house mortgage right now and put it on what I just said because you about to be rich. I'm
45.
telling you.
Okay.
And score predictors.
Oh, 45-0.
45-0 Birds. I love that. Love it. Those hot takes. You went overboard with that, man. My God, I'm so happy. I don't even want to even jinx that. I want to keep rolling with that. But I'm gonna give you 3 hot takes. Here we go. Because I think I was right on 2 hot takes last week. Saquon getting it back together and the defense getting over.
Not a hot take. Saquon getting back together. That's not no hot take.
Come on, guy. He was
Saquon getting back together. What the hell?
He said he was trash.
What kind of hot take is that?
Okay, here we go. King 31's hot take 7. Here we go. Hot take number 1. Jalen Hurts will have 4 touchdowns and no turnovers this game and silence the critics that want to see him ride pine. I don't know how it's going to happen, though. I don't know if it's going to be running or passing. But he's going to have 4 touchdowns and play a stellar game. That'd be my first take. 4 touchdowns, no turnovers, just to get that turnover filling up my mouth. Second one, I'm going to say the defense has 4 turnovers on defense, from picks to fumbles, blah, blah, blah. And then my third hot take will be Brown will have a career game.
Who?
That's what
What?
I'm going to go AJ Brown career game over 200 yards receiving. And I don't even like AJ like that. So that's not. That's about 3 hot takes. I love AJ. I'm just like, he's been with me all this year. Y'all already know. Y'all been watching me. Y'all know what time it is with me and AJ right now. He's on my naughty list. Okay, and then score prediction. The score prediction will be Eagles 37, Raiders 9.
Okay, I like that.
Raiders 9. 3.
Okay, my first hot take. Go ahead. Did you have more? That's it? Okay.
No,
I think my first hot take is I had Jalen with 2 rushing touchdowns. I think he'll have 2 touchdowns. I think we get 2 Coop pick sixes. I think we have get a Dallas Goedert touchdown. Again, finally. Score prediction. I'm going 9 Raiders, 34 Eagles.
Okay. 34-9 Eagles. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I pray I'm right.
Well, hey, I want JC's hot takes to go with it. This might be the first week y'all hear me say this.
I want him to be right.
I like my hot take to be in the hot take because I tell the truth on the show.
It's going to be right.
I want JC's hot takes. I can't even point to him. Where's it?
He said not a nothing. 45
it's going to be, I'm telling you.
His hot take will be amazing.
But 7 sacks is nothing for this defense. I mean, did you see? If only they could grab.
Didn't they have 7
Justin Herbert should have had freaking they should have sacked Herbert at least 6 times. But Herbert keep running out. This defense had, let me see how many sacks? 7 sacks. They had 7 sacks on Monday.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I said just
We
that.
sacked him 7 times on Monday. So imagine Kenny Pickett that's not going to run nowhere. I mean, he's going to stand back there. So he's not going to put the ball in danger either. So he's just going to oops, boom, take the hit. So 7 sacks is nothing. But with those sacks, a fumble might come, right? Short field. Hey, before you know it, man, 21-0 was nothing versus, Dallas. This time, if we get a lead, look, in the first quarter, second quarter, we're just going to keep scoring. So that 45 points is not even, that hard to really get. You know what I mean? If you're looking at the big picture, that's 7 touchdowns, right? You know what I mean? It is what it is.
That's the real hot take I want to see right there. KD.
Shut up.
That's a great game.
That's funny. It could happen.
Yeah.
Anything could happen week to week, baby. Who knows?
It takes time when you're trying to make something new. Like Nick said before, you got to let the flowers bloom. You need to
He's very poetic,
remake the flower speech. You know what I'm saying? You need to remake the flower speech and put it back out there. Maybe that help everybody out.
No, he needs to shave his head.
That too, man.
He needs to shave right now.
We need some aggressive coaching. Yeah, we need some aggressive. Well, hey, Nicole, thank you again for joining the show today. Let everybody know where to follow you from. And
follow at Nicole News It All on Instagram. I'm an Emmy award-winning journalist. I've been on TV for 12 and a half years. News mainly, but I do cover sports sometimes. So come say hi on Instagram. That's really the only thing I'm on that you guys need to follow me on. So just Instagram.
Instagram. And any final words you got before we get out of here?
Just thanks for having me. This was fun. This was you guys schooled me a little bit. I got a little bit of, some different perspectives. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Let's go, JC. What you got going out here?
The sky is not falling, and go Birds.
The sky is not falling. It's sprinkling a little bit, but it ain't falling.
And go Birds.
Go Birds, baby. All right. And then my last words, Eagle fans, calm it down. Let's try to do one thing at a time. Let's focus on winning the division. Who cares about the playoffs right now? Who cares about the number 1 seed, even though that's still possible? Let's just focus on winning this next game and being that much closer to being the first time since 04 back-to-back division champions. I think that's a good start. After we win that, we'll take that into the playoffs. Hopefully we can win it sooner than later, or maybe we can make up our own bye at the end of the season like we like to do, and not have to worry about playing the last week of the season because we already lost the division championship. But it starts this week, man. Get your head out of your ass. Let's go play some football, guys. Let's go play some real Eagle football. Let's run that rock. Jalen Hurts, stop being a fucking pansy. AJ, stop throwing balls. And let's go get this W against
AJ did all that crap.
Raiders team, man. So fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Peace.
Going on, everybody, man, and welcome to the very, 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 very first episode